All right, Sean, let's break down the Houston Texans 2017 season. Our win-loss predictions for the upcoming season. Now, last year, the Houston Texans, they finished first place in the division. They were 9-7. I mean, there were some good things and some bad things.
There's a lot of bad things
to take away from last year's team.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, so some of the good things. Their defense was phenomenal. Even though J.J. Watt went down.
That's the most surprising thing.
Jadeveon Clowney.
He had a breakout year. They finally, after all the injuries he's had, they were like, finally, this guy lived up to his hype, and he looked good.
Yeah, so the Texans, amazing defense.
Yeah.
I mean, last year, their total defense ranked first. They were second against the pass. They were 12 against the rush.
Yep.
So they were pretty damn good. And with J.J. Watt back now, if he can fucking just stay healthy.
That team, that pass rush, is going to destroy. And I think they are going to need him.
Now, on the offensive side, Brock Osweiler.
Whew.
That son of a bitch.
But look at his tape, Josh.
Oh yeah, he claims he's a damn good quarterback. He's one of the best.
Go check the tape.
Last year in total offense, they ranked 29th. They were 29th in passing and 8th rushing, which kind of surprising because I feel like Lamar Miller had a worse record than worse rushing season than he actually did.
But if you actually look at his stats, he had a pretty good year. Mm-hmm. He didn't have a lot of touchdowns.
I guess I'm just thinking fantasy football purposes. I guess
he had a decent year. He was just a little inconsistent, and his offense, it was just overall the offense. You couldn't help out. He had a lot of touches, but yeah, it was a rough year for that offense, man. 29th. With DeAndre Hopkins and you're 29th in the league? Oh, my God.
So, all right, let's get into the 2017 season. They go into the season. They drafted Deshaun Watson, quarterback, man.
From Clemson.
Yep. And let's see. But they also drafted the running back.
From Texas.
Yeah.
Deontay Foreman.
Yep.
Or Freeman. Foreman, sorry.
Deontay Foreman, yeah.
I'm thinking, I don't know why I said Freeman.
Yeah.
He looks good. Did you see him in the preseason game?
Yeah.
He looked pretty damn good, and this guy is a fucking runner. And he's fast. He's a big boy, but he can run. And he played at UT in Austin, so not too far down the road, and he looks good, man. I'm excited about him.
All right, so let's go into their win-loss for the season.
Yes.
All right, week 1, they're playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. Woo! I see this as a win for me.
I think so.
I think the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm really high on them. I know some people would think that's crazy because, I mean, people had a lot of hype in going to the 2016 season with the Jacksonville Jaguars, but I guess I'm a sucker. I'm big on them again. But nonetheless, I think the Jaguars lose here.
I feel like, it's at Texans. It's in Houston. So
home,
it's home.
Opener. Season opener.
I like the Jags, but I think it's going to take a little bit for them to figure out their offense, especially with the quarterback situation. Mm-hmm. Which quarterback is going to be the most comfortable, right? So there's still controversy there.
Week 2, on the road against the Bengals on Thursday Night Football. This is a win for me.
I agree. Bengals, they lost some offensive linemen in free agency this past year. And I think J.J. Watt, Clowney are going to
eat that line
murder
up.
Andy Dalton.
So let's see. Week 3 at New England. This is a loss for me.
Yes, it is. Now, don't get me wrong. Without J.J. Watt last year, their defense was doing really well against the Patriots in the playoffs.
Yeah, they were doing good in that game.
They were doing phenomenal.
But the offense couldn't fucking sustain.
I think the big thing I think that sets this apart is going to be the Patriots defense against a rookie quarterback in Deshaun Watson. In my opinion,
I don't have Deshaun Watson. Again, just throwing this out there. I do not have Deshaun Watson. These picks are based on Tom Savage, who right now is a starting quarterback. So I'm basing that off. He's number one. He's number 1 on the depth chart right now. So I'm basing that off the depth chart. He is the starting quarterback.
I think that Deshaun Watson's going to win that starting spot, especially throughout preseason. Mm-hmm. And I think he's going to take it away from Tom Savage.
He should. I mean, they fucking invested a lot in him, but
we'll see.
Week 4 at home against the Tennessee Titans. Woo! This is a win for me.
I have the same win. I think it's going to be a very close game.
The Tennessee Titans.
This is going to be a close game.
Woo! Another team that I'm huge on.
I am too.
I mean, majorly.
A lot of people are forgetting this team was actually leading the way. They tied with the same record, but Texans obviously had the tiebreaker. But the Titans were actually winning the division. They were leading, and then Mariota got hurt, and then it just fell apart.
But this is a win at home.
This is going to be a great game.
All right, so week 5 at home against the Chiefs.
All right, Chiefs, I'm sorry.
Sunday Night Football, this is a loss for me.
Actually, I have it as a win. I feel like that defense...
This could. That's where this was tough for me. This is a game that the Texans can win.
Yeah.
But you know what? If Deshaun Watson is playing in this game, I think they could definitely win.
Yeah.
But with Tom Savage playing, I think they're a little too conservative.
That's true.
And
I see. That's why I have Deshaun Watson starting for me personally.
Kelsey. I mean, you can probably say the same thing about
X-Factor is going to go with Hopkins, though, to me.
And for me, I think Alex Smith, he's probably going to lose his job to Patrick Mahomes.
I say probably about halfway through the season he possibly could. But I think
this was a tough game for me to call here.
Hopkins.
I went with
Texans.
I went with Chiefs with that secondary getting a couple picks off of Tom Savage. All right, week 6 against the Browns at home.
Woo!
I have this as a win, easy.
An upset?
No, absolutely not. This is a fucking win.
You know what? I don't think it's an upset. It's going to be Texans winning.
All right, going to the bye week, week 7, and they're looking pretty good here.
Yeah,
looking pretty good.
I actually only have one loss. You have what, 2?
2 losses.
Okay.
To the Patriots and to the Chiefs. Sunday Night Football. All right, going into week 8 on the road, one of the toughest places to play in Seattle. This is another game that was tough for me because look, I think the Texans could definitely beat the Seattle Seahawks. I have the Texans taking a loss here, but Seattle's pretty damn good themselves. That defense, it's still there, but it's in Seattle. It's one of the toughest places to play. So I have Texas. Man. I have Texas taking to get a loss here, but this is a game that they could take.
You know what?
This is a tough call.
The 12th man in Seattle. We all know it's one of the toughest places to play right now in the NFL. But I have the Texans winning.
I almost want to change my pick right now because I'm just thinking about that offensive line.
Exactly.
That offensive line that Seattle has.
It's trash, and that's why me and Josh were shocked that they did not go O-line in this past draft.
But
that's why I think as long as that's going to be the thing to me. If J.J. Watt's out, then I think Seattle could probably win. More likely will win. But if J.J. Watt's healthy, I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt. J.J. Watt's healthy. Jadeveon Clowney's healthy. I think they could easily dominate that O-line, and I think Russell Wilson gets sacked 5 times.
All right, that was a tough one to call there.
Yep.
Week 9 at home against the Colts. This is not a tough one for me. This is an easy win.
Easy win.
Colts are going to be terrible this year, I think.
I think so, too. I think
especially
the Texans
with Andrew
have
Luck.
had their number, too.
Especially with Andrew Luck, questions about him and his health.
Yeah, and I know that offense line. I know you said they're young, but they're young. And with J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney, I think they're not going to be good enough to stop them. But we'll see.
Let's see. Week 10 on the road at the LA Rams. This is a win for me.
Rams just don't have the offense to keep up with the Texans, to me.
All right, week 11 at home against the Cardinals. This is a loss for me. The Arizona Cardinals, I think, are we're going to be one of the elite teams in the league. Not that the Texans can't be, but, I mean, just going right as of this moment, going into the season, the Arizona Cardinals defensively, offensively, David Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, Carson Palmer, if he's healthy.
If he's healthy. We always have to throw that out there.
I'm going Cardinals with this one.
I agree.
David Johnson.
I honestly have the Texans only have lost 1 game so far this whole season, but this is where it kind of gets a little rough. They played the Cardinals. It's going to be a loss for me. This is too good of a team on both sides of the ball to me.
All right, week 12 on the road against Baltimore, Monday Night
Football.
I have the Texans taking a loss here.
I do too.
Because this, for me, was an upset pick for the Baltimore Ravens. But this is definitely a game the Texans can win and go on the road and get, especially with Joe Flacco. I mean, he has a back injury, right?
Yeah.
Can he really get in sync with Jeremy Maclin?
I think he could.
But see, I think the Baltimore Ravens are pretty underrated.
Yeah.
So I have this as an upset pick for the Baltimore Ravens.
I agree.
At home against the Texans, so this is a loss for me.
I concur. I agree totally.
Okay, week 13 on the road against the Titans. This is going to be a loss for me, and this is going to be a series split.
Same here. It's in Tennessee. Tennessee Titans are going to get on a roll, I think, towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a 3rd straight loss for me for the Texans.
Me too.
It's tough. It's
too.
tough. This is a tough little schedule. Cardinals, Ravens, Titans. 2 road games right there.
Right.
And, Titans, I think, are going to get on a roll right here.
Week 14, at home against the San Francisco 49ers, and this is going to be a massacre.
This is going to be you're going to turn it around, guys. The 3 straight losses, but not anymore.
Yep, this is a win for me.
Yeah.
Week 15 on the road against Jacksonville.
Woo,
this
Jags.
is a loss, and they split the series.
I agree. I think the Jags have a better defense than people realize.
They have a damn good defense.
And I feel like by this time they're going to have
not as good as Texas, but
no, of course
they have a damn good defense.
They were 6th, I think, last year. So I think this year the Jags, as long as their offense, I think by this time is going to have some kind of identity. They're going to have some kind of purpose. And I picked them to lose this, Jags to win this and beat the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, just run with fucking Leonard Fournette.
Just give him the ball. Play action.
Whether it's Blake Bortles, probably this time it's going to be Chad Henne.
Yeah, you never know.
It's probably going to be Chad Henne week 1.
I know there's a lot of talks about that.
Just don't fucking turn over the ball.
Yeah.
Don't turn over the ball. Feed Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
And feed fucking Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, going into week 16
Woo!
at home against the
Monday
Steelers.
Night Football?
Monday Night Football. This
And?
is Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
And
There's football Christmas Day. Could
what
it make it any better?
Matchup right here.
Oh
You're
my
talking
God.
about a prolific fucking offense
Oh.
going up against a prolific fucking defense.
Defense versus offense.
But
a true fucking game.
I am going Steelers winning Christmas Day.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you love the Steelers.
The Steelers,
You're
I
in
mean,
love with them.
Big Ben, Le'Veon
God,
Bell,
dude.
Antonio Brown.
Get off their nuts.
And defensively, they're underrated by themselves. I just don't.
Guys, I apologize for Josh picking.
I think the Steelers win.
Steelers winning this, but I actually agree with him. I just don't see it, man. Not with that offense. I just don't.
Hey, you know what? Hey, talking about the Steelers though, if Big Ben, maybe he's not healthy going into this. This is late in the season.
Plays a key
He's probably there's a very good chance that he is not healthy, and if he isn't, then this is a win for the Texans.
And that's what people got to realize when we do these.
And that makes a huge difference. Big Ben.
Yeah. When we do these predictions, we have to just go off of assuming everybody's healthy, or based off the injuries right now. If there's a guy injured right now, we'll put that in consideration, or a guy suspended like Zeke, right? But at the end of the day, we have to just go off of what hopefully is going to happen. And then at the end of the day, yeah, Big Ben's got injury concerns. There's a lot of injury concerns out there, so we'll see.
All right, week 17 to end the season. On the road against the Indianapolis Colts. This is a win for me, and they sweep the Colts.
They sweep the Colts for me, too. I think me and you actually had pretty much the same record towards the end of the year with them.
Yeah, but for me, the Texans, I have them finishing 8
I can't believe it.
8.
I can't believe you got them 8-8.
I got them 8-8 because look,
I mean 10-6. 10-6.
I have the Steelers winning. I have the Patriots winning.
Yes.
The Chiefs, that's a winnable game for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Cardinals, I have the Cardinals winning. The Ravens,
Seahawks is possibly a winnable game.
Yeah, the Ravens and Seahawks. So those are 4 games right there.
I can see it.
that can be won by the Texans.
It can be swinging the way.
So I mean, I have them 8-8 as of right now, but 12-4 season. Absolutely, they could have one.
Possibly. It also depends if Deshaun Watson has a season like Dak Prescott did.
Yeah.
His team is going to be even better.
Yeah, I just want to see what that offense can do.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Savage is the starting quarterback right now. Lamar Miller. I mean, there was concerns about can he sustain a full on workload.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really have to worry about that because they drafted Dante Foreman.
Yeah.
And so. We'll see.
I'm excited for this team, though. I think that this has a lot of swing on a lot of these games.
AFC South is stacked.
Yes.
And so 8-8 with a ceiling of 12-4. I can see that easy.
Okay.
But so guys, let us know what you think about the Houston Texans 2017 season.
Comments down below.
And we'll just have to wait and find out.
Ooh.
Deshaun Watson, Tom Savage.
Will it be a rookie starting?
Yeah, I hope Deshaun Watson starts right out the gate because that just makes you guys much more dynamic, I feel. And Deshaun Watson, if he's starting, I'm probably giving you closer towards a 12-4 record.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson playing. But we'll just find out. And all right, guys, we'll see you later.